Hey everyone. Ready for a deep dive into something truly groundbreaking?
I know I am.
We're talking OpenAI's operator today, and let me tell you,
This is big.
this thing could completely revolutionize how we interact with technology.
Yeah.
Remember all the headaches of planning your last vacation, scouring websites, comparing prices? Ugh!
The worst.
Operator promises to change all that.
For the better,
Imagine a personal assistant
but like way better.
living right inside your computer, handling all those tedious tasks.
All of them.
From booking travel and managing your to-do lists,
To-do lists are the bane of my existence.
to even making purchases for you.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, you heard that right.
That's insane.
So how does it even work?
Well, it's fascinating because Operator represents a fundamental shift in how we think about AI.
Okay, yeah.
It's not just about making existing models like chatbots or image generators smarter.
Right.
It's about creating systems that can independently interact with the digital world.
Like, almost like a digital version of you.
Whoa, okay.
So not just passively processing information,
Mm-hmm.
but actually taking action.
That's a game changer.
Exactly. And the articles even mentioned that OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman,
Oh, yeah, I read that.
sees this as a major turning point for the entire field of AI development.
It's huge.
And it's not just OpenAI either.
Yeah.
Companies like Anthropic and Google
Oh,
are also working on similar autonomous AI agents.
So this is like the next big thing in tech.
It seems like it.
Oh,
So this all sounds pretty futuristic.
definitely does.
But let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay, yeah.
How could Operator actually change your daily life?
Well, think about it this way. Instead of spending hours on those mind-numbing tasks, you could delegate them to Operator. Need to book a flight? Operator can handle it. Finding the best deals based on your preferences? To-do list overflowing. Operator can prioritize, schedule, and even send emails on your behalf.
So it's not just about individual tasks.
Right.
It's about automating entire workflows.
Reci-
And the articles hint at even more advanced capabilities.
Like what?
Think about coding, for example.
Oh, interesting.
Software developers could potentially use Operator to automate those repetitive tasks, or even generate basic code structures based on their instructions.
So it's not just for us regular folks.
Nope.
Even developers could benefit.
Exactly. This all sounds incredibly exciting.
It really does.
But with any powerful new technology comes responsibility, right?
Of course.
What are some of the challenges we might face with something like Operator becoming so integrated into our lives?
You're absolutely right. The potential benefits are huge, but we need to be realistic about the challenges too.
How?
One concern raised in these articles is the potential impact on the job market. If AI can automate complex tasks, what happens to the people currently performing those jobs?
That's a good point.
Right,
I mean, upskilling and reskilling the workforce seems like a logical solution.
definitely.
But how do we ensure everyone has access to those opportunities?
It's a complex issue with no easy answers. OpenAI has proposed a US-led global alliance focused on AI infrastructure, which aims to address some of these challenges by fostering global collaboration.
So a kind of international think tank
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
focused on the future of AI and how we navigate this new landscape, especially with China's growing presence in the AI field, as
Yeah.
these articles point out.
The Guild.
That sounds like a pretty crucial conversation to be having.
Absolutely. International cooperation is essential. This alliance is aiming to create a framework for talent development, financing, and supply chain management in the AI sector. These are all critical factors, especially when you consider the scale and speed at which AI is developing.
Okay, so we've talked about the hype, the potential benefits, and some of the challenges that come with a tool as powerful as Operator.
It's a lot to take in.
Now, let's dive a little deeper into some specific examples of how this could impact different areas of our lives.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm really curious to hear more about how this could revolutionize personal productivity.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. Imagine this. You need to book a trip.
Okay.
Instead of spending hours browsing websites, comparing prices, and manually inputting all your information, you simply tell Operator your travel preferences.
So like all the stuff I hate doing.
Exactly. Your destination dates, budget, even the type of hotel you prefer.
Wait, so I could literally say,
Yeah.
Operator, book me a trip to Hawaii next month, something beachy but not too crowded, and keep it under $3,000.
Precisely. Operator would then access various travel platforms, scour through available options, and present you with the best-suited itineraries that meet your criteria.
Wow.
It's like having a tireless, super efficient travel agent working for you 24/7.
Okay, that does sound pretty amazing.
Right.
But what happens if something goes wrong? Let's say my flight gets delayed, or I need to change my hotel reservation.
Oh, yeah.
Can Operator handle those kinds of real-time adjustments?
That's a great question, and that's one of the areas where Operator's capabilities really shine.
Oh, okay.
Based on the articles, Operator's designed to not only execute your initial instructions, but also to adapt and respond to changing circumstances.
So I can think on its feet.
Kind of. So in the event of a flight delay, Operator could automatically rebook you on the next available flight, notify you of the change, and even update your other travel arrangements accordingly.
Wow, that level of flexibility and responsiveness is pretty incredible.
It is.
It's almost like having a personal assistant who can anticipate your needs and proactively solve problems before they even arise.
Exactly. And it's not just limited to travel. Think about managing your daily to-do list,
Don't even get me started.
which I know can be a constant source of stress for many people.
Definitely is.
Imagine telling Operator, add scheduled dentist appointment to my to-do list.
Okay.
Operator would not only add it, but could also connect to your calendar. Suggest available slots based on your existing schedule, and even send an email to your dentist's office to book the appointment.
So Operator can actually interface with my other apps and services.
Yes.
It's not just a standalone tool, but something that integrates into my existing digital workflow.
That's right. Operator acts as a kind of central hub, connecting the dots between your various digital accounts and automating those mundane tasks that eat up so much of our time.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
It really starts to paint a picture of how much more efficient and streamlined our lives could become.
for sure.
But all this talk about automation, I have to admit, makes me wonder,
What's that?
what happens to our own problem-solving skills in this kind of world? Do we risk becoming overly reliant on AI and losing those essential human capabilities?
It's a valid concern. It's important to remember that AI tools, like Operator, are meant to augment human capabilities, not replace them entirely. The key is to strike a balance, leveraging the power of AI for those repetitive or time-consuming tasks, while freeing up our mental bandwidth for things that require uniquely human skills, like critical thinking, creativity, and complex problem-solving.
So it's about becoming smarter about how we use our time and energy, focusing on those tasks where humans truly excel and letting AI handle the rest.
Precisely. It's about collaboration between humans and AI, where each plays to its strengths.
That makes a lot of sense. I guess it's similar to how we've adopted other technologies throughout history. We've learned to use them as tools to enhance our lives, not to completely replace our own agency. But I can't help but feel a sense of awe,
I know, it's crazy.
even a bit of trepidation about how rapidly this technology is evolving.
Yeah,
It's clear that Operator is just the tip of the iceberg.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a glimpse into a future where AI plays an increasingly integral role in our daily lives, not just assisting us, but actually acting on our behalf.
Yeah.
And that raises all sorts of interesting questions.
Like what?
Not just about the technology itself, but also about the broader implications for society. How do we ensure responsible use of AI? How do we prepare for the potential economic and social shifts that might accompany this technological revolution?
It's a lot to wrap our heads around.
It is.
I mean, on the one hand, I'm incredibly excited about the possibilities.
Me too.
But on the other hand, it's a bit like standing on the edge of a vast unknown.
Yeah.
There's so much we don't know about how this will all unfold.
You're right. And that's why it's so important to have these conversations now, to explore both the potential benefits and the potential challenges so we can navigate this new landscape thoughtfully and responsibly. The future's not preordained, it's something we shape collectively.
So what does this all mean for us?
Yeah.
For you, the listener who's navigating this rapidly changing world? It really feels like we're on the verge of something huge.
It is. It is.
It's exciting, but
Yeah,
it's also a little daunting, you know?
I completely agree. We're moving from an era where AI primarily assisted us
Right.
to a world where it increasingly acts autonomously on our behalf.
Yeah,
That shift
for sure.
brings immense possibilities,
Absolutely.
but also demands that we think critically about the future we're creating.
So it's not about fearing the future
Yeah.
or blindly embracing it, but
Right.
about actively shaping it.
Exactly. It's about asking ourselves, how can we leverage these tools to enhance our lives, our work, and our communities? How do we ensure responsible development and use of this technology? And maybe most importantly, what kind of future do we want to create with it?
Those are some pretty big
They
questions.
are.
It's easy to get caught up in the wow
Oh,
factor
yeah,
of the technology itself.
for sure.
But the real challenge is figuring out how we integrate it into society in a
Hmm.
way that benefits everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We need to be having conversations about ethics,
Yeah.
about access and equity,
Mhm.
about the potential impact on different industries and communities. These aren't just technical questions.
Right.
They're societal questions. Yeah.
You know, it makes me think about the internet.
Oh, yeah.
It started as this fascinating new technology,
Uh-huh.
but then it rapidly changed everything
Everything.
about how we communicate, how we work, how we consume information.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still grappling with some of the unintended consequences
Oh, that's
of
amazing.
that transformation. It seems like we're at a similar inflection point with AI.
I think that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And just like with the internet, it's not about predicting the future with perfect accuracy.
Yeah.
It's about being aware of the potential pitfalls and possibilities so we can make informed choices.
So what advice would you give to our listeners who, like me, are feeling a mixture of excitement and apprehension about this AI revolution?
I'd say embrace the curiosity.
Okay.
Learn as much as you can about this technology,
Hmm.
not just how it works,
Right.
but the potential impact it could have on your life, your work, your community.
Yeah,
The more informed we are,
for sure.
the better equipped we'll be to navigate this new landscape.
That's great advice. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the rapid pace of change, but
Yeah.
knowledge is power, right?
Absolutely.
The more we understand, the more we can participate in shaping the future we want to see.
Absolutely. And don't forget, this is a journey we're all on together. We can learn from each other, share our insights, and collectively work towards a future where AI is used ethically and responsibly to benefit humanity as a whole.
Well said. So, for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to ask questions,
Ask away.
to challenge assumptions, to engage in these important conversations. This is a turning point in human history, and we all have a role to play in shaping what comes next.
It's an incredibly exciting time to be alive, that's for sure.
That's it for our deep dive today. Thanks for joining us, and as always, stay curious.